This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with our prize guy. We're here at the Devenish for Redemption Delay. We joined with victorious Danny Duffy. Very warm venue in there tonight. I think I told you earlier that the Devenish is a very warm venue. Does it feel like you've done 12 rounds?
Jeepers, it was roasting there whenever I got on that ring. I felt as soon as I left the kitchen to do the ring walk, you could feel the heat, like, because we warmed up outside. So as soon as I got on the ring end, there was a bit of difference. It was roasting.
So you were warming up outside in the sunshine, just enjoying a bit of it.
We were outside in the sun now because it's a good day. So we just warmed up outside.
So anybody's looking and going, he's got a bit of a fake tan. It's not as the sun from warming up.
No, it's cathal now. He's let me in a little secret of his, so you can ask him about that afterwards.
You used to have a good bit of rivalry going on, which is good for the gym, isn't it?
It's brilliant to have him training and all, but see when he's running around selling people fake tickets for the show and I'm trying to sell the real ones for them, hey, it's a nightmare.
And as you were supposed to both be on the scheduled show, it was cancelled earlier this year. Like, is it good for the two of you now that you are both fighting in the same card tonight? Like, it's probably going to be the first of many cards, so hopefully both be on together.
It had its goods and bads. But to be fair, whenever I walked out and seen the sport from Strabane, like, it was unbelievable, because like, we're both from the same town, so people are buying off me and then buying off him as well. But it worked out and brilliant in the end, to be fair, because at the time when we found out, we didn't realise, but two different age groups, so there was a lot of older ones would be buying off cathal because he's now man, like.
but like, I know in some ways for you're saying it could be detrimental on your ticket sales, but like if people know there's an even bigger crowd going with two different groups, it's blending the two age groups together then for you.
There was two buses come up from the town, like, and as you've seen yourself, whenever I walked out there was a eruption, and the exact same for cathal when he comes out, like. So in the end it worked out brilliant that we were on the same card, so training together, building up the fight, so it was brilliant for us.
More fans tonight here than obviously you did in Waterford, I'm guessing. So, like, did it feel like a debut sort of more for you tonight? Was the nerves coming out and seeing everybody there, and you're going, these people weren't here in Waterford, and you nearly had different people to impress at the same time?
I was more nervous tonight than what I was for Waterford, because in Waterford I sold the tickets, so I knew who was going and who wasn't, whereas here tonight I hadn't a notion how you cathal give tickets there and anything like that, like, but so it kind of felt more like a debut whenever I walked out, but handled it good and buzzing with how well.
And another good 4 rounds banked, obviously. You know, sometimes we see obviously with Barry McReynolds, he's 2-0 with 2 stoppages. Sometimes you can lose that development. Obviously your own manager and Jay, I think he said early on in his career he struggled to get fights because he was knocking people out. Like, for you, it'd be easier for you to get fights if you're not knocking people out.
I've been in with 2 tough lads, so, and it's rare on the lower weight classes to get big knockouts because they're also tough, like, and they know how to handle themselves in the ring. So I'm glad to get back in the rounds. It'll do me better in the future.
Are you sort of looking to it though at the same time and sort of going, you want a stoppage so that people don't think there's nothing behind the punches? Like, do you want stoppages, or you probably know the process of the more relaxed you are, the easier they'll come?
I'm not going to go force anything because I'll probably get all sloppy then if I did try and rush it. So if it comes, it comes. It'll come when it comes, hopefully. Just
going to bring obviously your manager Jay in here. Jay, your stable's obviously building, the sheer sports stable's building obviously quite a lot in Ireland, and obviously having Danny and Cathal from around your neck of the woods is probably the fundamentals for you, and obviously developing out from them. But how impressed were you with his performance tonight?
I was very impressed by Danny's performance tonight, you know, and same down in Waterford. Not that he's surprising me, I know his potential and I know how good he is. But stepping in there and performing the way he's performing so early on in his career, you know, it's a testament to him. You know, of course everybody gets a little bit nervous before a fight and everything, but Danny seems to really come into his own. And there you see a lot of fighters that building up to fights, perform well in sparring and do good, but find it hard to put that together once they get into the ring. Whereas I think Danny actually looks better in fighting than he does sometimes in sparring. You know, and that's the way you want it to be. No, very impressed with Danny. You know, after 2 fights, he's really shown a lot of maturity as a professional fighter. I think he's got a beautiful style for professional boxing. It's not your typical, what people think professional boxing is, hands up and let your punches go. Danny's very controlled in there, keeps his distance nice, lovely clean punches that's eye-catching for the judges. And then when he wants, he can put his punches together. He hurt Maguire in there tonight with a body shot as well, and not many people hurt Maguire.
Nice to hear words from obviously somebody like Jay, who probably you've looked up to in the past. Like, you're super bantamweight, isn't that correct? Like, you're probably in the most thriving division in Ireland. Like, in some ways like, people could forget about you because they see, I think there's about 10 fighters now. Like, is that good for you, healthy? Like, you can look at people as a target in their back and go, you can look towards titles and go, I can picture these guys I'm fighting.
I'm not too sure what we'll be campaigning that. I'm up for either bantamweight or super bantamweight, whatever the fights come at. I'll be ready and I'll be there.
You'll go at both weights, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just whatever gets me best opportunities.
And like for you, I guess, you know, your debut in December, unfortunately, obviously the previous card was cancelled for measures that nobody could control. When are you hoping, I guess that's probably the man to ask, when are you hoping to get this man back out in action?
The key for Danny is consistency. You know, going to be looking now, getting him back out as soon as possible again, getting him back in the ring, keep the momentum going. You know, it's the most important thing for a fighter early on in their career is that momentum. You know, Danny shifts good tickets. As you heard tonight, he brings a big crowd in, and I think it's time for Danny to really step up now and get into some big cards, some good opponents. I think he's got all the capability in the world. Absolutely fantastic performance tonight, so it's time to start raising the bar a little bit now for him and getting him where he deserves to be.
I say there's a lot of big cards coming, obviously probably none more so than Crocker Donovan before the end of the year. Like, I guess when you have someone like Jay in your corner, you can maybe hope that these things can happen more because Jay's got pulling power. You know, he's fought matchroom cards. Like, would you like to fight in potentially a Windsor Park card at September, October time?
I'd be brilliant. I'd definitely jump on it, so I'd be definitely up for it. But I think everybody's going to be jumping for that card. But I'll definitely up for it if the opportunity comes.
Where do you sort of look at dream venues? You know, when you see where Jay's boxing his career, like where do you sort of look at dream venues for yourself? Probably MSG and the likes of that. Where would you like to fight that you want to put in your list for Jay?
I don't know. I need to have a think. Anywhere, to be fair, as long as there's a ring, I'm happy enough just getting in and boxing.
Well, if the Strabane fellas keep fighting, you never know he's going to have a fight night in Strabane in the future.
That would be the one that brings someone closer back to home. That'd be the dream.
Obviously, finally, those that come out and come to Belfast tonight, and obviously, parting with the hard-earned money, obviously, that support plays a crucial part for you.
I was brilliant. I'm grateful for everybody that came up and supported and bought tickets. Me and Cathal, because we were from the same time, but it was very mad atmosphere. As soon as I walked out, felt the buzz.
Well, congratulations once again, moved to 2-0, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you soon.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.